chill out. You're not fighting until the 14th of April. Coogan Cassius IFL TV in association with MTK Global. What, Bill?
All right, mate. So go ahead. Finish it off.
How do you want me to introduce you? Undefeated WBO middleweight king?
Sex god.
Yeah, I see that picture you put up.
Go on.
With the towel, saying this is the face you pull when you get lucky.
I'm up all night to get lucky. Listen, it is what it is, isn't it? Like,
You're talking about your win over Lemieux, I'm assuming. That's when you got lucky.
use it how you want.
Say that again.
Use it how you want.
How have you been?
Not
Nice
too
to see
bad,
the
Coogan.
weight off.
What's the mean about it off?
You look well.
These are extra large clothes, Koga.
You're saying
These
you
are a
look well.
size 40.
You're saying you look well.
No, I look well, yeah.
Martin Murray.
I'm Murray, yeah.
Yeah. There was talk about this fight actually happening before the Lemieux fight, wasn't there, back in December? There was.
Yeah, there was, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? There was also talk about me fighting Martin Murray. Well, there was a talk, matter of fact. I was mandatory to fight him for his British title. 2012 or 13.
You probably didn't want it then, did you?
Oh, no, I did.
Oh. No, you did. I actually remember this.
I did want it, yeah. But
And people saying that was too soon for you.
yeah, people were saying it's too soon, but he vacated in the end. Not that he was ducking or anything, that he had a world title shot. So fair play to him. He obviously moved on.
Martin Murray said in that press conference he can't offer a lot, as in terms of belts and whatever. But
Summed it up well.
But what he can offer is
And
a hard fight, and that's what you're going to get.
100 million %. I think Martin Murray's he's very underrated at times as well. Like, but you know, he had George Groves hurt. That was a good fight, enjoyable, really good fight. I thought he beat. So he had a good performance against the Southpaw as well, Martinez. I thought he won that. I thought he beat Sturm as well. So
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
Both them fights believe that Murray won.
I know it was a few years ago now, but you know he's the crediblest name in Britain, and the hardest fight I could think of that was willing to step up to the plate. So fair play to him. Like agreed on terms within a day and that. So you know it was no messing about with him. He was happy. So fair play. I'm happy that I'm fighting him. I'm happy he's got his shot. I'm happy he's got his chance. And I just don't hope he gets. I just don't hope that his big chance comes for me. But that's how I know I've got to be on the ball. Look at James DeGALE. You know, it's just an off night and a couple of little things, and it can happen in boxing, can't it?
We'll go back to David Lemieux. Obviously, I know this has been a while now. It's been about over a month since you won that. What did you really make of his comments regarding you after the fight? You know, the running comments, and he'd rather have you had it with him in the middle of the ring, I think.
Yeah, I think that he just. I said on the interview, I knew the way I was feeling. I knew I had that inside me. When you get that feeling 2 weeks for a fight, you know you got it. I said, put a blindfold on me and I'll beat him. And that's still the case. Put a blindfold on me and I'll beat the likes of David Lemieux 7 days a week. He ain't worth a carrot. He's a bum. That's what he is. He's not an elite fighter. He's not no good. He's useless. If I couldn't beat him, then it was pointless him fighting Martin Murray, fighting. I want to mention Golovkin. I already said that. He ain't worth a carrot. He said this, and he's going to put me in a coffin. Where did he put me? Nowhere at all. Matter of fact, I put him in retirement. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Matter of fact, I come out better looking than what I got in the ring at. Do you know what I'm saying to you? He's just. I swear to God, he ain't worth a carrot. I could tie one hand behind my back and beat him with one hand. Not getting big-headed, but I'm just saying, the comments he made, he should say, listen, if I got an Golovkin, CANELO, or Martin Murray and got beat, I'm one of these people that I hate losing, but if I come out and say, I'll shake you hand, fair play, you're too good for me. Don't be a little bad loser and start saying all that. Because then you just get stick after for it, didn't you? Like he was going to put me in a coffin, and the same as the other one, what's his name? Willie Monroe. My son beat him before he got in the ring. Do you know what I mean? So all these are going on, you know. But listen, Martin Murray's the main focus at the minute.
You said in that press conference that you believe Murray will be a harder fight, a more dangerous fight than.
I do believe, yeah, because
Then
Martin
Lemieux,
Murray,
yeah.
listen, Martin Murray, see, Wood Lemieux, he can punch. Martin Murray maybe not be a good puncher, but Martin Murray knows that now he can't go in there like David Lemieux, swinging. Martin Murray likes to stand cautious. You know, Martin Murray likes to stand a little bit more cautious. He won't be coming at me. A lot of these middleweights, Coogan, see, a lot of them don't realise what punching power I got really. I'm not a one-punch knockout man, but when I hit someone, they know they've been hit. Until you get in the ring with me and know you like, I'm not saying I'll hit you once and you go, oh, and fall to the floor, but when I hit you, you think, poof, you know, I'm the Hulk, isn't I? You know what I mean?
The Hulk.
I'm the Hulk, yeah. An incredible Hulk. Look at that. Look, I got it from Dominic. Look, yes. Wow. Dominic's vain man.
Called you a vain man in the press conference.
Called me vain.
You've had your teeth done, how much?
No, I haven't had my teeth done.
Oh.
There was Adam White.
Oh, what?
Listen, Dominic's had his knob done. A knob enlargement. Honestly, he's had a penis enlargement. He said he didn't want to let tell no one, but honestly, he's had it done. He had it done since we come back. He'd had it done on the 3rd of January. You don't believe me,
Were you
do
there?
No, I wasn't there. Kid Gallagher told me.
Kid Gallagher stopped bullying mascots. Liberty would have done.
Yeah, but do you know what?
Liberty.
Barry was probably getting serious with him
I
at
know.
stage there. Do you know what I mean?
Wrestling him on the floor.
Boom, boom. Because if that mascot had hit Barry would have done him. Barry would have done him. I was laughing
And
at that.
posted it out on social media. You got some really good praise from Mr. Floyd Mayweather, which I know it doesn't really mean anything to you, but it does at the same time.
Listen, to get praise of someone like him in the game's obviously good, isn't it? Google, look, we can't eat off praises, can we? Live off praises. It's good to get a pat on the back and that, well done and whatnot else, but the reality is of it, boxing career's not done, you've got to carry on. And it's no good getting a pat on the back and 10 weeks down the road getting beat. So you've got to keep it up. We're off training Sunday and that, so...
Are you going back to Spain?
Going out to Spain, yeah.
Yeah. What do you make of Danny Jacobs possibly fighting Spike O'Sullivan? Because you've been linked with a fight with Danny Jacobs as well.
Coogan, what people need to understand, yeah? Danny Jacobs is a good fighter. Let's not give him praise for a bad loss. I had him lose the fight by one. Over the knockdown, I had him losing the fight. That's the only reason I had him losing the fight. If not, you could have called it a draw. But let's not give him praise over a brilliant loss. If he really wanted to fight me, and he really had intentions of wanting to fight me, and he was going to come to England and sign with a promoter, why not sign with Frank Warren? Why sign with Eddie Hearn? That we can all do the talking over Twitter, all do the talking over Facebook. In reality, we all know that Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren are never going to work together. I say never, maybe if Eddie Hearn had Joshua, Frank Warren had Tyson Fury, and you can make that big fight, or rather, he had me, he had Eubanks, you can make, maybe, I don't know, they can work it out, but from an American who come over and can't sell a ticket, from America, you know, that ain't going to bring Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn round the table, or should I say Barry Hearn round the table, whatever you want to call it. It's just not going to happen. So if he really wanted to fight me, that was it. The only thing you can do is get yourself in a mandatory position, go out to purse bids, because neither of them's going to give in and we can get it on. But if you want to fight me, don't sign with Eddie Hearn. You should have went to Frank Warren and said, listen, you got Billy Joe Saunders, can you make that fight? Frank Warren would have said to him either, yeah, I can make it, obviously, or no, we're going to do this fight, but later on down the road, then he would have had his fight. But don't start calling me out and whatnot else when we both really know that they're not going to work together. And he was telling me that come to America. Why am I going to go to America? WBO, champion of the world. Go to America while he can't sell 4,000 seats, 3,000 seats. Don't make no sense.
How did you think Spike gets on with him?
Listen, what people fail to realise is anyone has a dust up with Spike. I know Spike is a close friend. When he boxed Eubanks, I caused Spike an injury when I boxed him. Not a serious injury, like injury you can't box, but a little injury what could really like can flare. He got over it, but it also reoccurred when he boxed Eubanks. So when Spike's 100%, he will come and have a fight. And I personally think that will be an absolute good fight. It will be a very, very, very good fight, to be fair. I'd love to see it. But I think that I think what they're trying to do though is trying to catch Spike out, give him short notice. If you're going to give him a fair crack at the whip, give him a proper notice, let him get right. Don't give him fucking 5-6 weeks like they did with Eubank. You know what I mean? Give him a fair crack at the whip, give him 10-12 weeks, and then you'll see a different Spike.
There's talk of Andy Lee as well being linked with a fight with
Do you know what?
Jacobs as well.
I would like to see Andy Lee. I would like to see that fight, but I think that I think Spike's running in favour because I think that they look at Andy Lee as a tall southpaw. They're thinking maybe, you know, Andy Lee, I want more money than Spike. So I reckon that Spike will be favourite to get the fight.
Frank Warren said in that press conference he doesn't think that Canelo's team doesn't want it with you. He says he knows.
Well, because listen, Frank Warren's been there with them. Obviously, Frank Warren's been out for dinner with them, and when we was over in Canada, all these promoters and managers, when they get together, they all probably have a little booze up, get a few prostitutes together and whatnot else. I don't know. But Frank Warren knows that Eric Gomez more or less said to Frank Warren himself that Mr. Warren, no, we don't want your man on that performance, more or less. So, and that's the reason why Frank Warren knows, because he's more or less been told, and also know a third party what was around the conversation. So, you know, it's one of them. But it's one of them things, Coog, isn't it? Like, if I'm a promoter and I've got a man who's fighting Golovkin and he's earning 67, he's earning my promotion 70, 80 mil. I'm thinking, all right, well, I'll take a chance here because of the money. I'm going to take a chance of him getting beat. We'll rebuild him elsewhere because we've got the money. But an Englishman comes along, we're thinking, right, well, Canelo's a big draw. If Billy Joe beats him, and we're only earning 25 mil, because, you know, he brings a lot of money in Canelo, and it just don't, business-wise, for him, just probably don't work out. But I'm willing. I know Golovkin will fight. I hope Golovkin wins. I hope they give him a fair crack of the whip. And then me and him will get it on. We'll see who the big knob is. Billy Big Bollocks, shall I say. Because I keep giving it all the big end that I can fight him, so we'll see what's going on. We'll get it on, Coke.
Will you go out there if that fight's possibly on May the 5th?
Yeah, May, March, April, May. Yeah, 100%. I'll be there.
About 3 weeks after your fight.
I'll be out there. On that plane. Drunk as a sack. Got to beat Mike Murray first. Mike Murray could chuck a big spanner in all the works. So people can't be looking at this fight like it. Well, I won't anyway. The main thing is.
You've been out in Spain with Mr. Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
We know his situation with the British Boxing Board of Control is on its way to being sorted. Frank's applied for his licence, so subject to a couple of medicals, I think. So that's good. How is he?
He's good. He got his operation booked in last week. He's sorting that out this week. That should be done, that minor operation.
What operation?
Knob enlargement. He went to the same clinic as Dom. So that's gone. That'll be sorted out. That's the main thing. Listen, Tyson's out there. He's been speaking to Ben and that. He's looking well.
Is he happy?
He's happy, yeah.
Weight looks like it's coming off. The weight looks like it's coming off for Tyson.
Look, he's Tyson Fury. He does what he wants to do when he wants to do it. If he don't want to box, he won't box. No matter what lawyers are involved, what armies involved, what police are involved, whatever. If he just don't want to fight, he won't fight. But he's genuinely in love with the sport again. He's getting that buzz back, and I can tell when someone's lost that buzz, and I can see when they're getting it back. And he's getting it back.
Like you?
The buzz is there, Coog, isn't it? The buzz is there. I'm like a bumblebee.
Another 2 years, you said, really?
Why? Well, you missed me, yeah.
Definitely.
2 years ain't long now, is it?
Well, you're 28 now.
28.
So you think by your 30th birthday, you think you'll be done out of sport?
I've not said that, Coog. I've always said from day one, yeah? When I'm 30, 31, that's me. That's me.
But does it depend on where you are in that situation?
Not really, Coog.
No?
Not really. It all depends on if there's... unless there's a big fight there, then I'll say, yeah, come on then, let's do it.
You might be skint in a couple of years.
Maybe. I'm skint now, Coog. Got no money, mate. I live on a gypsy site.
Council.
run, yeah, fucking a broken down caravan, what stinks of pure shit. Yeah, like, I haven't got a gas bottle full to keep myself warm. I'm in a bad way at the minute. I need a dole loan. Income support, is it? What's it called? What's the one when they put the loan, when these people put when they waiting outside and they're putting loans in for, what's it called? Is it called job seekers allowance? What's it?
Job seekers allowance.
Job seekers allowance. That's the way fucking Frank Warren better pull his socks up here, because I'm fucking outside that field, job seekers looking for that loan.
Nice what you got on there, Bill.
That's fake. Listen, that's borrowed. That's borrowed, mate. That's borrowed. That's only borrowed.
You bought that at the same place I bought this jacket, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. See, you know, Goog. And listen, you know, on the black market, you know you can get stuff like this, fucking peanuts.
I know that's a snide anyway.
I know, 100%.
No, because I know who gave it to you, so I know it's a snide.
100%. That's what I'm saying to you. So
Well, what does it matter? It looks exactly like the real thing.
it looks like the real thing, doesn't it?
But you think I'm joking? I know it's a snide.
I know you do.
But we won't go into that. But it don't matter. What does it matter if it looks
Doesn't matter.
nice?
Look,
What
that's
does
what I'm
it
saying.
matter?
It looks the part.
Looks the part.
I mean, I was throw over the edge. If it starts working.
So a bit of trivia. This is the first all MTK world title fight, which is good.
Listen, can you? Two MTK men fighting each other, yeah.
Yeah.
If I got beat here, can you imagine me landing in Marbella for a training camp, the stick and what I'd get?
MTK bragging rights. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
On the line.
Because normally, like, let's just say for instance I'd have got beat by LEMUEUX, it'd have probably been, oh, hold up, listen, don't worry, it was obviously financially alright, yeah, this alright, yeah, don't worry, like, come again. But if I got beat by an MTK, man, I could never give anyone ever stick again. Never give no one no stick, ever. And the main one it would be is the person I like to call the Grinch. The Grinch. I hope the Grinch is watching this.
New member to the MTK team, actually, Mr. OHARA Davies. What did you make of it?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I was out in my bad training and I bumped into Arj. And he mentioned that little link and I thought, interesting. Smart move.
Yeah. Trying to get himself on the right.
Smart move. To be honest with you, I think
Path.
that, me personally, I don't really know R. Davis, but me personally, I thought that he did get left in the lurch a bit. You know, he got left in the lurch a bit because, for one, I don't think, and I've got to listen, I've got a big Liverpool fan base, and I've got a lot of time for all my Liverpool fans, and I know what they think of the son. But I generally know that deep down he didn't know. I know he didn't know. You can just tell he didn't know. You know, him and Tommy Coyle's beef, I don't know what they got. They're trying to make a big fight, but sometimes promoters can cause that sort of thing. And you know, once a promoter tells you to start putting stuff out and managers tells you to start putting stuff out, then you do, and it backfires, then you all got to be in it together. Do you know what I mean? Not, because you are a Davis, you're not a superstar of this channel or Sky or Matchroom, just get rid of him. I think that was a bit of a... It shows a lot of character in a few people, doesn't it? It shows a lot of character. So, unless you're clean cut, you're not for certain channels.
Just finally, is it ridiculous to think that you may fight James DeGALE at some point?
Good question. Is it ridiculous? Would he fight me tomorrow? Yes. Would I fight him tomorrow? Yes.
You'd fight him at super middleweight?
I'd fight him super middleweight. Would he come down if they said we're going to give you £4 million to make 11 stone 10? I'm sure he would. So there's a lot of negotiations to do if that fight were to happen. But at the minute, we're not on the same paths.
No. But it's a possibility.
Most definitely. There's a possibility of me fighting anyone. From super middleweight to middleweight. To light middleweight. Not me going down, but then coming up. 100 million %. So, you know, but what a fight that'd be. We've been teammates. We've done loads of rounds sparring. He'll tell you himself. He's bashed me up in sparring. I've bashed him up in sparring. So, you know, it'd be a good fight for the fans. I've got a lot of time for him. He's a class operator, and that was nowhere near him. And he will get his title back very shortly. Very, very shortly. I mean, as soon as the fight's made, I will put my life on it. He stops Strats. It's just that he had a bit of injury. You know, my opinion, he switched off. He switched off, and I don't care who you are and who you're not. When you're in that ring, and when a fighter switches off, he can't just switch on. It's not like that. Some people says, oh, well, after 3 or 4 rounds, could have switched on. It's not like that. Once you're switched off from day one, and you're switched off for 13 weeks, and then your fight comes and you think you're getting in there and it's doing... Listen, I got away with it in Scotland. I've been through it. That's how I know. So it's not I'm sitting here saying, oh, I've been through it myself, so I know. Once you're switched off, there is no switching back on. So it's either sink or swim. He come up short, just come up short. But look, it was a close fight, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? It was a close fight. People would have spat the dummies out if he'd have got a decision and jumped up in the air and threw stuff in the ring? Do you reckon they would have? Personally, I don't think they would have.
No.
So, but he got beat. That was the end of the story. But I think he'll come back and get his title back in a couple of months when the fight's made.
Okay, Billy Joe Saunders, have you got anything you'd like to add, mate?
Just, are you coming with me to get the food or not? And we'll have a chill for a few hours in one house.
Maybe.
Alright.
You do your interviews.
I'm gonna let you treat me. I'll go away now.